Now, people are going to inevitably ask me, why on earth did I review this movie? Because it's Dexter Morgan syndrome, that's why. I can only go so long before the dark passenger starts whispering in my ear and I feel the urge. And then, tonight's the night. It's gonna happen again. And I just have to kill a shitty movie. So now this one laid out in my kill room, let's review the Emoji Movie. The Emoji Movie. So the Emoji Movie happened. It's here. It's real. The plot of the Emoji Movie takes place inside a phone, in the world in a phone. All the emojis have one expression because that's an emoji. Though one emoji, voiced by TJ Miller, can do many emojis. That makes him a bit of a glitch, so he's on his quest to fix himself. Then he teams up with a high five emoji and a little hacker. Anyhow. All the while, this is playing havoc in the real world with this freshman in high school who's trying to muster the guts to send an emoji text to this girl that he likes, but he gets nervous because he can't talk to her. Though apparently he got her phone number. He talked to her enough to get her phone number, so there is that. Now he's gonna be nervous about sending an emoji? Dude, you got her number. You're like halfway there. Stupid. Now we have the biggest advertisement for apps ever. Seriously, when it shows an overhead view of their world and you see all the different apps, I'm like, brought to you by that app, that app, that app, that. All right, so we can see how this thing was funded. There were a couple of worlds they went into that I found interesting. There was shit transition in between going to those worlds, but the worlds when they were there, like there's one, so it's like super dark web place. It being a kid's movie, they're not going to show everything that a teenager would hide on his phone. Patrick Stewart does play the shit emoji, but he only has like 3 or 4 lines in the movie. I'm pretty sure he just recorded his lines on his phone or whatever recording device he has and just Dropboxed it to the director, which is a shame. Patrick Stewart is a national treasure of all countries, and he's in this thing. The biggest glaring problem in this movie is the complete disconnect between the filmmakers and the intended audience. You look at Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph was directed by like a 50-year-old. However, the video games that are referenced in Wreck-It Ralph really come from an older generation, closer to that age group anyway. We're talking like NES, Super NES days. I enjoyed the shit out of Wreck-It Ralph because it really connected with me. You could tell it was made by someone who connected with it. This movie just felt like it was made by someone who's too old to really use emojis, too old to understand the audience, who's trying to reference a pop culture digital world that really connects with kids. I would feel like that's me projecting, but I feel like it's apparent on screen. There's such a disconnect between that person, the content, and the intended audience that the movie is just in shambles. It's a mess. So it just comes across as an awkward uncle who doesn't know how to talk to a kid. And worst of all, it's really boring. That's rule number 1 for me, man. Just don't bore me. I was in a public screening with families, kids, lots of little kids, and the place was pretty dead silent for a lot of this movie. Not a lot of laughs happening, not a lot of chuckles coming from the masses. Anytime it was on the main emoji, TJ Miller's emoji is supposed to be meh. Anytime it was on his parents, they were so meh. They were boring as fuck. And I know they're supposed to be, and that's fine to have them be that way, but don't have long, drawn-out scenes of just them on screen. And when I'm sitting there in the movie theater like this movie feels like it's been on for 3 hours and I check the time and it's been on for 1 hour, I'm done, man. Guys, in the end, the Emoji Movie was boring. It was horribly paced, horribly edited. The jokes didn't land. I don't know if it was writing or it was bad ad-lib. And the Emoji Movie is truly dog shit. Couldn't help but use that emoji. I just couldn't. All right, guys, so the Emoji Movie, you're not gonna watch it. You're not. Just please don't. Why would you do that? So it's an animated movie coming out soon that you're looking forward to. Whatever it is, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.